Hi, in today's video we'll be reviewing a VPN service called BolehVPN. Now BolehVPN is based in Malaysia. They started off in 2007 as a private project when things got a little tough or a little restricted in the online world. Government started blocking websites and so on and so forth. This is where they started. They're considered one of the oldest VPNs available in the market today, and they are a very popular name or a very known brand in the VPN industry. Now, this is just a general idea of it. We're on their website at the moment, as you can see. They offer a free trial, but we'll discuss that later on in the pricing section. Very professional website so far. Gives you a brief introduction about the freedom, the internet freedom, security, privacy, anonymity, how to bypass geo-restricted content, and a brief description about their security levels. They use a 256-bit AES encryption, which is considered military grade. It's the highest form of encryption in the market. And they have a very strict no locks policy. Since, of course, they are outside of their jurisdiction of the Five Eye countries, they're not obligated to hand over any information, any online activity logs for their users, any personal information for their users, and so on and so forth. They're not under any of these obligations. This is actually a really important advantage when talking about VPNs, is that where they are located, where their headquarters are located. Moving on from there, just a few brief explanations about where their servers are located. They have servers in 13 locations, 35 servers, including Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Luxembourg, Malaysia, Netherlands, Singapore, Sweden, Switzerland, United Kingdom, and the US. They accept anonymous payment methods like Bitcoin, and Dash, Monero, Zcash, and Zcoin. They also accept normal credit card payments. They have no bandwidth limits, meaning that you can secure as much data as you want. Unlimited use of data, unlimited use. They don't have a certain limit to the amount of data that goes through the VPN connection. They have a 24/7 online customer help desk. They don't have an online chat, however, they have an online emailing system, ticketing support system, which is actually, we tried them and they are very, very responsive, very helpful, very knowledgeable. They answer anything. They answer really fast, and any questions that you have, they're able to answer them. Moving on to the price section, it's a little different than what we usually see with other VPNs. It's mostly one package for all. They don't have like a more premium use or normal use. They have just one package or one deal here that they don't that gives full access to all users to all their features. Starting from they provide a 1-day free trial, and it can be extended to 7 days free trial. The 7-day subscription is for $3.70. 1 month $9.99, 60 days is $16.99, 180 days, which is 6 months, that's $44.99, and 1 year or 365 days, that's $79.99. This is basically most of the information about them that we need at the moment, or the more important information about them. Now let's try out their application and see if they are really up to that name, or they're really up to that reputation that they have. Okay, so we go to client installation. Of course, now in this case, you need to register for a new account. Registration, you just go to buy now and you register. It's very simple, very straightforward. You get the free trial, then after your free trial is over, it asks you to arrange a payment with them, and they provide you more than one option. If you're already if you have already credentialed, you can just sign in or log in. If you don't, you can just register. It's very simple, a few simple steps. I won't waste your time going through the details of the registration. All we need to know is the application itself and how good is it. So we'll go to support and client installation. Now, since we are using a Windows 10 device, so we'll be installing and trying out the Windows version. However, they do support so many platforms: Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, routers, all that. They support almost all devices, iOS and Android, all router devices. Configuration files here are for connecting through the OpenVPN client. Configuration of applications. How to configure it on applications, on different applications. They support torrents, they support online gaming. And here's the getting help section. Let's take a look at the Windows client. Tells you how to install it here. Here it is. Steps on how to install it. Yes, and we will be going through these steps right now. Now we want to download it here first. Save it in downloads. Once it finishes downloading, we'll just go through the normal procedure of installing it. Very standard. Okay. While it's downloading, let's just browse the website just a little more, just get to know more information about it. Let's go to how a VPN works. Yeah, it tells you basically the main concept of how a VPN works. Let's try the About Us page. So it tells you how it started, their main goals, their main mission, why they started, or the initiative that made them start. All that information. Tell you exactly where they're located in Malaysia, their headquarters. And here are the team running, or the staff running BolehVPN. Very professional website. Let's take a look at the announcement. Very informative, very easy to maneuver and go through. These are all the previous news, their updates of the system. You even have a forum here. FAQ section, news, general discussions. It's an all-in-all website, to be honest, and the download is complete. Let's start installing it. And then click on run. Yes. So when it asks you if you want to, if it asks you for permission to install it, it didn't appear here. Usually when recording, it just brings a black screen, but it just asked me if for the administrators permission to install it. You just click yes, and then here is the main page. Here, after installing it, you enter your credentials, which you when you registered on the main website. And just enter your username and the password, and login. And here is our application, the interface of it. So it's not connected at the moment. Let's take a look at the protocols available. So they have two protocols available, OpenVPN and L2TP with IPsec. These are the two most secure protocols available in the market these days. They don't support PPTP since it is not considered that secure anymore. They only support the very secure protocols, and you can switch between protocols. From this drop-down menu, you can choose which server you want to connect to exactly, and a list of all their servers here. Okay. Germany, for example. Now, VPN log, it tells you here when and which server you connected to and when you connected to it. Just a log of your activities. Now, no one is able to view that except the user itself. Settings. Go through a few options in settings. Now, here, had on successful connection means the application closes in the connection. Connect to boot. So as soon as you open the application, it connects right away. No sound, just disable the sound in it. Enable lockdown. Enable lockdown is exactly like the internet kill switch and other VPN applications. Means that if for any reason the VPN connection dropped suddenly, it locks down the internet connection so that none of your personal information is leaked or goes into the wrong hands. Run at system startup. As soon as you switch on your computer, you can have it run or start. Auto reconnect means that, of course, if the VPN connection drops, it will automatically reconnect again. And enable DNS leak protection. We're just going to choose that for now because this is the most important one for us at the moment. Okay, and here on boot configuration, so you can have it that it connects automatically to a certain server on startup. So every startup here, you can have it connect to a certain server, a specific server. And then the proxy settings here, which protocol in the proxy settings you want to use, either SOCKS or HTTP, or you don't use a proxy at all. And if you're using a proxy and it requires an authentication, you enter your credentials here. Service status. Now here is a very useful feature. It gives you the speed of each and every server. So if we do ping all servers right now, start giving you the speed, the recorded time of how long it took for the signal to go to that server and back, hit that server and come back. Gives you the exact timing. It's kind of like a built-in speed test. Now this is very important when choosing which server you want to connect to. So if you're not looking for a certain country, for example, you don't want to bypass a geo restriction in a certain country, and you're free to connect to any server that you want, this will be very useful because it will give you the option to connect, or it will tell you which server gives the fastest connection to have the best or the highest connection speed, VPN connection speed. Okay. Apparently France until okay. Germany has a fast. Okay, the connection to Germany is pretty fast. Okay, and then detailed ping tells you the percentage loss of information released. Okay, and up here it tells you the speed, the download speed, the upload speed, and your status right here. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Now let's try connecting here. Okay. Okay. Let's try the Germany server with the cloak. All in all, the interface is pretty simple, pretty easy to use, very user-friendly. Everything is right there in front of you. The only comment I might have would be on the speed. They need to work mostly on the connection speeds. You need to pick it up. We've previously reviewed a BVPN, and BVPN didn't. The connection speeds were a lot higher than this. Some of their competitors that we tried out, they had higher connection speeds than this. So this is one of the comments I would say about BolehVPN. It takes a little time to connect. Okay. Okay, so it gave me an error while trying to connect to the Germany server. Let's see the log here. Okay. The connection timed out. That's the error it's giving me. Let's give it a try to connect to a different server. In Germany as well, but this one is labeled fully routed Germany server. The other one was referred to as the cloak. Okay, so the connection is established to Germany. Let's run a DNS leak test now. Yes. Okay, so initially it is good. Okay, so far so good in the test. Let's give it one standard test. Perfect. Let's give it an extended test. So when you connect it to the proxy, the one labeled proxy or the option labeled proxy, it's not a very secure option. But when we connect it to the Germany full routed Germany server, gave us perfect results. Perfect results. So far, so good. Perfect. Germany right there. We're good to go. Okay, let's give it one last try here. It's gonna connect to another server here and try to change, this time try to change the protocol I'm using. As you can see, there's also the feature of unlimited server switching. That's another feature here. It's a little slow, the application. That's another comment that we have. Okay, so let's try L2TP. L2TP doesn't allow you to switch servers. It doesn't allow you to choose the server. Okay, let's give it a try. Connect. It's not allowing us to connect. Okay. Try settings here. Okay, so whenever we try to run L2TP, it's not allowing us to connect. Okay, let's give it a try here. Open VPN and let's go to a different server. Let's try the fully routed Luxembourg server and connect. Once it connects, gives you all the details here and public IP address here. Let's give it another shot. DNS leak. Luxembourg. There we go. Try the standard test. Perfect. Let's give it a try for the extended test. Now right now we are trying the free trial version. Apparently in the free trial version it could not, possibly that it won't allow us to use the L2TP protocol. Perfect, Luxembourg. So perfect results. Okay, let's see here. So far, it gives you the country here that you're at, that you're connected to. Perfect. So far, just to wrap it up, it is BolehVPN has a really good when it comes to DNS security, or when it comes to leaking the information in most of its servers, and I emphasize on the word most of its servers. It's got it gives you a very secure connection. Now, in the free trial version, it doesn't allow you to use L2TP. I'm not sure in the paid version will it allow us to use L2TP or not. I'm sure it will. However, in this case, it didn't allow us to use L2TP. However, with the OpenVPN connection, gives us a very good secure connection, only with the servers labeled fully routed servers. Okay, the application itself, or the interface of the application, is very simple, very easy to use. And that's mostly it. The connection speeds as well. Yes, we've said about the connection speeds. They need to pick it up a bit. Connection speeds are a little low compared to their competitors, and their application needs to be a little lighter compared as well to their competitors in the market. Well, that's mostly it. Overall, good pricing. One of the advantages is that it doesn't separate between users. One package for all. Everyone gets full access to all the features, all the servers. The built-in speed test is pretty useful as well to give you a hint on which server will give you the fastest connection. The VPN log section is pretty useful as well. It tells you when you connected, which server you connected to. It kind of keeps a log of your connections. Features are pretty good. And that's pretty much it. So far, overall, if I'd give it a rating out of 10, I'd give BolehVPN maximum of 7 out of 10. However, I do see with a few improvements, they could be a really good service provider. They can, because they already have the potential for it. They have a really good application. They have some really secure connections. They provide some really secure connections. So with just a few tweaks, a few improvements, they can be a perfect VPN service. Well, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching.